Okay, so now we're going to try it with this one. So, my other reasoning for coming back on here. Oh my God. Was that I promised you that I would find that diagram that was created, or formula and diagram that was created in Africa regarding the COVID and how they help their people. So I brought it home. Looks like, I don't know if you can fully see it. So, it says, what do I want to be during COVID-19? And there are 3 zones. I was right. There's the fear zone, the learning zone, and the growth zone. Even if I was wrong, I'd say I was wrong, but I was right in this case. So, if I can find where this came from, I think it'd be a good blog to talk about. So I personally am going to research on this just because it intrigues me. It's just kind of funny. It says fear zone. I grab food, toilet paper, and medications that I don't need. I spread emotions related to fear and anger. I complain frequently. I forward all messages I receive, and I get mad easily. That's in the fear zone. The learning zone. I start to give up what I can't control. I stop compulsively consuming what hurts me, from food to news. I identify my emotions. I become aware of the situation and think how to act. I evaluate information before spreading something else. I recognize that we are all trying to do our best. And then in the growth zone, I think of the others and see how to help them. I make my talents available to those who need them. I live in the present and focus on the future. I am empathetic with myself and with others. I thank and appreciate others. I keep a happy emotional state and spread hope. I look for a way to adapt to new changes. I practice quietude, patience, relationships, and creativity. And it's kind of weird because I feel like all of us tend to go kind of like in and out of these zones. And I believe we do that because as we are challenged, especially through COVID, it's triggering some of our fears, which it's almost like we have to start all over again. Like, you know, it's just, to me, I loved it. Like, I was like, oh, I want to research it. I want to learn more. You know, it just kind of intrigued me. So then, the other thing that came with this diagram in the meeting the other day was creating resilience from chaos. Who do I want to be in times of crisis? Tools for resilience. 1. Looks like there's only 4 of them here. Acknowledge people's fears, then encourage resolve. 2, give people a role and a purpose. 3, emphasize experimentation and learning. 4, tend to energy and emotion, yours and theirs. So again, this is something that I'm interested in, and it's something that I am actually going to research and dive deeper into because that's what I do. And then once I've dove deep into this, I will figure out how I am going to apply it. So this to me is a good learning tool. For getting grounded. So I hope you all have your rocks and you're getting grounded and you're getting organized. And hopefully you'll be able to reconnect with your purpose eventually. Maybe not today, but eventually. Anyways, so that's something I'm going to just kind of dive into. Let's see. We do have, I believe, and I can look it up, a full or a new moon tomorrow. This is all astrology stuff. Vivid dreams. Peace with change. Manifesting magic. An opportunity to make peace. Would you rather have endless money or endless love? God, I have a lot of homework, don't I? But let's double check on that moon. Hi, Alyssa. I was on your trivia today. Your mom had some great questions about, it is the new moon? 1947, was it? Let's see. I wasn't sure if you could see everyone that was on there because you had like 11 people on there. November 14th. Oops. November 13th, 2020. There we go. World Diabetes Day, huh? What? November 14th is the 319th day of the year. There are then 47 days left in 2020. Oh, that's why she was born in 1947. No, you had a bunch of people on there and we were all responding. So I don't know if it's the settings or something. November 14th is the 46th Saturday of 2020. On the 46th week of 2020, using a U.S. standard week number calculation, it's the 54th day of fall, and there are 37 days left till winter. Birthstone for this day is topaz and citrine. I know topaz. I don't know the other one. It's a Scorpio sign. November 14th, United States holidays and popular observances. World Diabetes Day. Diwali, Hindu festival, and National Pickle Day. So maybe I'll see a bunch of people eating pickles tomorrow. What else is it? It is... Oh, they got tweets up on here too for it? It's not... I'm trying to find out about the moon. Tell me about the moon. November 14th. New moon. Here we go. New moon. Nope, it says the new moon falls on Sunday, November 15th. That's 11:07 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturday, November 14th. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Your friend, oh, that's the yellow? Let's see. What moon phase is 14 days after a new moon? Oh no, we don't need that. As the waxing continues. Let's see. Where is Melissa when I need her to tell me about the new moon? God. It's a waning crescent. Illumination 1%. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I know that they kept saying it was a new moon. I wonder what that means. I wonder what it means for a new moon. What do I want to know about it? It'll come to me. I gotta feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Anyways, did you see my other post, Alyssa? I was actually talking about... Yes, I know you want to start new things on the new moon. I know. I had to let go at the other full blue moon. I had to let situations go. And then we were stuck in that little transition period before the new moon hits. So a lot of the stuff that I've been doing with these last few posts are just really talking about the organization and the transition period of what you could be doing while you're going through that transition period before the new moon kicks in and the new stuff kicks in. You know, it's that phase where I don't know what my purpose is. What can I do to figure out what my purpose is? It's in between that. And then once you can figure out what your purpose is as you start doing stuff, then you start taking off and moving in a new direction. How did that go? Did I cut the cord? Yes, I cut the cord. I do have to say it was not easy. It was not easy to cut the cord, but it's kind of like if you've ever gone fishing and your line gets stuck on the rock and you're pulling it back and it's like pulling your line and you're like pulling it back and it's pulling your line and you're like, ugh, and you're like, I gotta cut the cord because there's no way in hell like I'm gonna be able to pull this sucker up. So you save yourself and you save your rod and you cut the line and then you just bring more line out, add a new hook and a new sinker, put some bait on there, cast it out, and start all over again. So, yeah, I did, and been trying to put some things into perspective. And have you ever gotten to a point where, like, right before you had to let go of something, you're just like, nothing is working, like I keep going and going and like nothing is working, nothing is changing? That's when it's like, obviously if I continue to do the same thing over and over again, I'm only going to get the same results. So it's almost like, for me, just cut the shit and keep moving forward, but moving forward in a different direction. You know, maybe when I was going down the street, the street was a dead end and I had to turn around, or I had to cut through somebody's yard to get to the next street so that I could continue on the path. I'm still trying to get to my friend's house, but I have to figure out how I'm going to get there. But I couldn't get there by going down a dead end. I had to either turn around or cut through somebody else's yard to get to the next street over. I hope that answers your question. It's all just learning curves, but it's just, you have to learn to know yourself and say, at what point do I stop and turn around? At what point do I cut the cord? Well, you make a very good point about sometimes we try too hard and we need to let it happen. Have you ever heard of surrendering to something? I am not good with that. I am not good with surrendering whatsoever. But there comes a point in time where we must surrender and let it happen. So basically, Alyssa, when you said we're trying so hard, it's almost getting to that point where we say you can't control the things you can't change, but you can control the things that you can change. You have to figure out what it is that you can change. You can't change other people. You can change yourself and how you act to, how you handle it, how you act, how you respond. And no, this is not something that you just know. It's all, believe me, it's trial and error. You know how many times I've said stuff at the wrong time and put my own foot in my mouth and been like, shit, why did I say that? I meant that, but maybe I wasn't, maybe I put it out the wrong time. But it's not like you were being insincere. It's just that's how other people were taking it. Again, it's just like, I have such a hard time with not being blunt and telling people the way it is and the truth and calling them out on stuff. But at the same time, I have to take a step back and be like, oh, I can't let my emotions get the best of me. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a tricky situation. It's a tricky situation, like Ron DMC said. But, you know what? You got to let that go. Let it go and keep moving forward, because we're going to have a new moon. We're going to have a new moon. No, we can't. And for the longest time, I used to be so sensitive to how other people felt when I spoke to them or if I said something, and it's just, I don't know, there's different ways to handle it. I guess it depends on the situation. There is no one way to handle the situation, put it that way. We're all individuals. Oh, you like all those hearts? Yeah. Well, tomorrow's my day off. I'm going to sanitize the house. I'm going to, I don't know, work on me. Work on Sheri's Dreamcatcher, do some researching, do some soul searching. I just keep having all these arrows pointed at me. All right, everybody. I just wanted to make sure that I got on here because I had promised you that I would follow up with you and give you the information that I had mentioned yesterday. I wanted to let you know that I did not lag behind and that I wasn't thinking about you. because I was. I just... I don't know, I'm tired. But again, who do I want to be during a crisis? Who do I want to be during COVID-19? Am I going to be in the fear zone, the learning zone, or the growth zone? And what are tools for resilience? That is the lesson for today. I know I need to organize too. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.